Hi and welcome students. In this Microsoft Word 2016 tutorial, I'm going to show you how to control what appears on each page of your Word document. Let's get started. So I've created an Office Procedures document here, and whenever you finish a Word document, you're going to want to review it to make sure that there's no awkward page breaks within it. And you'll see that as I scroll down between pages 2 and 3 right here, it says account access info, and then the info that's related to it, being the username and password, which is down here, is on a separate page. This is really bad because if somebody were to print this out, they would have to turn the page to actually get that info. And that's something that we never want to be the case. So what most people do is they go right here and they say, oh, I need some extra space, and they add in, they press enter until it goes down to the next page. That's not really the best way to do it because even though you can't see it, there's actually additional paragraphs that you just created from doing that. So if I added any text above or deleted any text above, that would actually bring the paragraphs together and there'd be an awkwardly large space in between them. So we don't ever want to do that. But we do want to tell Word that we want to keep these paragraphs together. So the way that we do that is we have to highlight all of the paragraphs that we want to keep on the same page together. And then we go to the Home tab, which is right up here, the paragraph group, and within the paragraph group in the bottom right there's a little tiny button, and that's the paragraph settings dialog box launcher. And when you click on that, it's going to open up your paragraph settings dialog box. And so once you open this up, click the line and page breaks button, and then right in this top area here you're going to see this checkbox that says keep with next. And what this means is that we're going to keep all of these paragraphs with the following paragraph. It's very important that you highlight the paragraphs that you want to keep together. And so we go right here, click that checkbox that says keep with next, and we click OK. That's going to move this down and also keep the paragraphs together. So no matter what, even if I were to delete this information right here, it's still going to keep those paragraphs together and it will never split them. And even if I press enter, you'll see again all of the info now moves together. And I'll do a couple control Z's to undo those changes. So there we go. Those paragraphs are now set to be together. Now let's scroll up a little bit. I also noticed that there's a kind of an awkward page break here with this paragraph that starts with the front office space and it ends down here with both of these activities. Sometimes you want to keep entire paragraphs together. The best way to do that is to triple click the paragraph, 1, 2, 3, and you'll see that it selects the entire paragraph. Again, whenever we make changes like this, typically the first thing we want to do is select the text that we want to make the change to. In this case, this paragraph right here. Then go up to the Home tab, and in the paragraph group, once again, click that paragraph dialog box launcher. And you'll see that it'll open up the paragraph dialog box, and once again, click on line and page breaks. Alright, within this area, since this is all one paragraph, we're going to click on this button, which is keep lines together. What this will do is it'll say, hey, the lines that I have selected, since this is not paragraphs, right? If I did keep with next, it wouldn't work. But it's going to keep the lines that I've selected together. And so this usually works best with one paragraph. And so I go right down here and I click OK. And you'll see that the paragraph now moved down so that it will always stay together. So again, these lines, no matter what, will stay together. Alright, so now I'm going to scroll down towards the end of the document, and I'm going to show you how to insert a next page break. And so right here where it says shipping quick reference, I'm going to click right before that, and I'm going to enter in a next page section break immediately before this section. And so if I go to the Home tab, paragraph group, and I turn on my paragraph markers, you can see how it currently looks with the paragraph markers on, which show every time I do a space, tab, or enter a new paragraph. And again, that was the Home tab, paragraph group, new or paragraph show hide button. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to insert a next page section break. And so the way that we do that is we go to the Layout tab, and in the Layout tab, you'll see a page setup group. In the page setup group, you'll see this button right here for breaks. Click on breaks, and then you'll see there's two types of breaks, a page break and a section break. And I'm going to go over what the differences are between these in just a moment. Under section breaks, we're going to click on this one right here, next page. And this inserts a section break at this and start the new section on the next page. So this is basically going to move everything after this onto the next page. And if I click this, you'll see that it does exactly that. shipping quick reference. And then you'll see right up here, if you have your paragraph markers on, it says section break next page. Now, one of the benefits of using a section break is that when you do this, you could actually set up custom margins and custom page layouts for the following section or the previous section. So I could go right down here to shipping quick reference, and if I change, say, the margins here, it's actually not going to adjust the margins up here. And so let's go down here. You'll see shipping quick reference, and I'm clicked within this area, which is extremely important because this is the area that I'm going to adjust. And then I'm going to change the margins to wide. And so I would do that by going to the Layout tab, Page Setup Group, Margins button. I click on Margins, and I'm going to choose wide. I click that, and you'll see that the margins have been decreased, or rather increased on the sides, and so it's now a shorter length across. And then up here, you'll notice that these margins did not change, again, because they're in a separate section from this one. So once again, that's how you create different sections to create different page layout options within your Word document. So if this video has been helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I do have a Word playlist that covers a lot of different concepts in Word 2016, so I hope that if you have any questions, you could put them in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.